Hi friends, welcome to Network Tech Zone. In this video, we are going to configure OSPF inter-area summarization. OSPF is a linked state routing protocol that works on the concept of areas. All the areas must have the same linked state database, that is LSDB, and hence OSPF summarization can only be done on the border router, that is on the area border router, also called as ABR, and a ASBR, that is autonomous system boundary router. In this video, we will only be doing inter-area summarization on an area border router. The topology is very simple. I have just taken 3 routers, out of which I have assigned 10 series network to link connected between the RO and the ABR. So we'll call this ABR, area border router. And between the area border router and R2, I have network 20.1.1.0/24, out of which .1 is assigned on ABR and .2 to the R2. Okay, I have already pre-configured the IP address. So if you go to R0, show IP interface brief, you can see the IPs have been assigned with status up. For area border router, show IP interface brief, you can see the 2 interfaces has been assigned the IP address. And for R2, show IP interface brief. If you want to check specific, I can say include up. You have got the IP address assigned for all these loopback 1 and loopback 2, along with the serial port IP address. Okay, so IPs has been configured. So we will consider the area between R0 and ABR is area 0, that is the backbone area, and between the ABR and R2, it's the area 1. So this is having 2 areas. Okay, and we have this loopback IP address 50.1.1.1/24 and 50.1.2.1/24. So we are going to combine this 2 loopback address into one single IP address, that is, we'll combine this to 50.1.0.0, okay, and we'll keep it as /16. So this is what we are going to summarize, this 2 loopback IP address into one single IP. Okay, so we will do that route summarization configuration in the ABR, area border router. So let's go ahead and configure OSPF first. So let's go to area 0, configure terminal, router OSPF 1. Okay, it's route area, yeah, it's in area 0. Process ID, I will take 1 here, and network is 10.1.1.0. Wildcard mask for 24, 0.0.0.255 with the area 0. Okay, so that's on the area 0. We configured OSPF. Now we need to configure OSPF for this area. Okay, so on area border router, configure terminal, router OSPF 1, network 10.1.1.0, 255.255. Okay, so this is wildcard mask. So 0.0.0.255, and again it's area 0. Okay, so you can see the status is from loading to full. Show IP SPF neighbors. You just have the neighbor IP address with the neighbor IP address with a neighbor route ID with full. We also need to assign one more area 1 for 20 series. So config terminal, router OSPF 1, network 20.1.1.0, wildcard mask for /24. And here the area is 1. Okay. So we configured area 1 over here. Now we also need to configure OSPF on this R2 as well for the area 1. Configure terminal. Router OSPF 1. Network 20.1.1.0. Wildcard mask for /24. Area 1. Show IP OSPF route. Okay, it's show route OSPF. Show IP route OSPF. You can see OSPF for inter area, which is 20.1.1.0. So it's learning about this external network. Okay. And here we give show run. This is an area 1, it's correct. Check this out, ABR. Show run. You got area 0 and also area 1. Okay. Now on router 2, show IP IP route OSPF. You see that inter area, and it's also learning about 10.1.1.0. So from this router, it has information about this network. So now you should be able to ping from R0. You will be able to ping 20.1.1.2. We are able to reach the IP address on the router too. So that's working as well. Okay, so now we will go ahead and add loop back address that we see here for 50.1.1.1 and 50.1.2.1. But let's see, since I have already configured the IP address, if we can reach, but we have not configured this loopback address yet in our OSPF, right? So we also need to configure OSPF and introduce this network. So if you say show run on my router too, I see we got OSPF only for the network 20. We have not added this. So I'll just allow all of the networks. So configure terminal, router OSPF 1, and I will just say network allow everybody, every network on the router 2. Okay. And I'll say 255.255.255.255 for the wildcard. Okay. And this is the area 1. So this command is what I mean to allow all the networks. So it will allow all this to loop back address also. Okay. So now if you check show IP route, you're seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 routes connected. Okay. So you have that 50.1.1.1/32. Here you're seeing 32 because this OSPF routing routing table is considering this IP address is like a complete host. Okay, it's considering it as a host, but if you want to make it as a network, I'll just configure this like a point to point. So on the R2, I'll go to configure terminal, interface loopback 1, IP OSPF, network point to point. I'll do the same for the interface loopback 2, IP OSPF network point to point. Okay. Now just check the changes here. Show IP route. Here now you can see it is /24. Okay. Here 50.1.1.0 is /24 and 50.1.2.1 is still showing 32 here, right? Let's check. Show run. Point to point. And this is also point to point. Show IP interface brief. /24, right? And this is also /24. And we have the IP address for the serial port. We have allowed all this network as well. Just clear IP OSPF process. Let's just wait for it to turn on. Show IP route OSPF. Show IP route. So now it's 24. So maybe sometimes it takes some time for the exchange of the packets. So it's changed to 24. So it changes to 24 because we have changed the loopback to loopback interface to act like a point to point. So it is now 24. If not, if it is 32, that means it's considering the loopback as a host. Okay. So now that we have the loopback address from the R0, let's ping this IP address, which is 50.1.1.1, and see if that's working. We are able to reach the loopback 1. Let's try to see if we can reach loopback 2. So 50.1.2.1. So that's also working. Okay, so now if you want to combine this into one single and make it as one single IP address and with the help of a summarization, we have to go to the area border router. On the area border router, configure terminal. Router OSPF 1, area 1, range. So here, the range that we need is 50.1 slash 50.1.0.0. Okay. And it's asking for the IP mask. So we will take it as a summarization into /16. So 255.255.0.0. Okay. So we are summarizing this range of IP addresses, which is 50.1.1.1 and 50.1.2.1. We are summarizing it into 50.1 series. That is with a /16. Okay. So that's all. Just very simple command. Now we will go to router 0 and say show IP route. Now you can see there is only one single IP address, 50.1.0.0/16. Earlier, we had seen two IP addresses. So we had seen 50.1.1.0 and 2.0 with /24. So now this that you see, this was earlier, and after doing the summarization, you are seeing the IP address is combined to one IP address. This is what you see after the summarization. Okay. Before summarization, this is after summarization. You just see only one network. Okay, so that's how we do the summarization in inter-area network in OSPF. I hope that this video has been informative to all. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.